Hey keyboard fans, it's time for a new build. This time around, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone into uncharted territory with a THT 40% keyboard. THT meaning through-hole technology, where parts are mounted through holes in the PCB, which in this case means soldering in diodes, along with a microcontroller. And of course, a 40% mech means that the num row is slashed off the board, so gotta get used to layers. This kit is the Fruitbar designed by Fruit. It features arrow keys, an OLED display, and support for a rotary encoder. That or a third of a nav cluster. All of this on a lovely purple PCB to be sandwiched between two FR4 plates. Now since this is my first through-hole kit, I made sure to pay close attention to the build guide. First starting with the diodes, those were pretty easy to put in. At least more than I expected. And setting up the microcontroller headers was also a breeze. Now here's where things don't go as smoothly. Not only did I solder the OLED without removing the header, which made it so the plate couldn't sit flush, but I also didn't realize the Pro Micro does not support the rotary encoder. So I ended up having to remedy these later on, and just went on to prep the stabilizers instead. Revisiting it a good while later, after fixing the display and flashing the controller in QMK, it's time to put in the switches. For the build, I've gone with Gateron yellows. I mean, you can't beat them. So smooth, so simple. Once I got a couple switches in, I then solder in the Pro Micro to make sure everything is working, taking a look at the display and testing out the sockets before soldering in the rest of the switches. Now, this was all going very smoothly until... Oh! Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, if you're not using your iron, turn it off or make sure to put it mad far away from where you're working, or you'll risk burning yourself when you're not looking like I did. Real noob mistake right there. After running the burn under cold water and then putting on a bandage, it only stung a little bit afterwards, so I just went back to it. For keycaps, I got Shenpo Red Cyrillic. The legends are pretty close to Cherry, and the kit has support for HHKB, Alice, and many spacebars. The die-sub quality isn't the sharpest, but it's pretty good for $40 keycaps. Looks great. Now let's give it a listen. And that's it. Despite some of the difficulties I faced while building it, I still like this board a lot. The layout, the display, it's great. I'm going to get quite a lot of use out of this, and I hope you enjoyed the video.